Around the morning show, 10 minutes before the top of the hour, y'all. We got the one on the Dr. M. Hey, Dr. Collier.
Good morning, Rickey, Smiley.
Hey, good morning, man. You heard of Florida Memorial, right?
Yes.
Man, that's so proud, man. Me and you, I think me and you should just hook up, man. We gonna take us some flying lessons, man. You know they got a runway right there on campus, if I'm not mistaken, or not far from it, where they train.
Right there on the campus, right outside the dorm rooms, and you can just see the planes coming and going. It's amazing.
Yeah. It's
absolutely incredible. Yeah, well, good morning, Rickey Smiley. It's time for your coronavirus update as we bring you here today. Now, we are now at 526 million cases in the United States, 167,000 deaths. As yesterday, we still had over 1,000 deaths, 1,150. So we're still averaging 1,000 deaths. This is out there. This is real. CDC Director Robert Redfield stated, "It's the best of times. It's the worst of times." He says 2020 could be the worst fall that we have ever had from a public health perspective as the U.S. death rate surges due to the coronavirus pandemic and the upcoming flu season. So please, the flu vaccine is available. Go to your local pharmacy, your local grocery store, your local other places that you can get vaccines, and get your flu vaccine as quickly as possible so that you will have protection. It is a reasonably good match for this year's flu, and so we're already having flu breaks in other parts of the world. Remember, it always starts on the other side. So we get an indication and a visual as to what we can expect in the United States from the flu. So it's going to be that way. Rickey, have you been out to a restaurant or to any place now before they allow you in? They do a temperature check on you. They scan your forehead. Okay, well, they're doing that. A lot of large employers, as their people come into the workforce, a lot of factories and things, they have people whose full-time job is now scanning the forehead of those individuals. Schools are doing it now, nail shops, etc. Well, guess what? The National Institutes of Health is abandoning temperature checks as a screening tool because they are not reliable as a screening test for infection. It's better to just ask people the questions, are you having any symptoms? Because individuals are not, the screening tests, particularly in the hot summer, are just not accurate, and you don't want to be denied admission to your favorite restaurant because you had to walk 3 blocks and it was warm and your temperature was slightly elevated. So they're not recommending that people do that. I hope that the people will abandon it. I think I said 2 months ago I stopped doing it in my office because it was so unreliable. People that were totally asymptomatic were testing positive, and people that had symptoms were normal temperature. So it really wasn't helping. It was just kind of slowing the process down at my front desk. So again, National Institute of Health abandoning temperature screening as a way to go.
Wow. Dr. Collier, just one of the things to keep everybody safe, like, and I'm going to bring you back on the other side, Dr. Collier, because you got to tell us about the vitamins, man, because I really believe and live and die by that 5,000 milligrams of vitamin D, and we're going to let everybody know how they could get it. Coming up next, y'all, more Dr. MJ Collier. Up next, Rick's About the Morning Show. All right, y'all, Rick's About the Morning Show. Time right now is top of the hour, y'all. The one and only Dr. MJ Collier. Dr. Collier, let everybody know about the vitamins and how important it is to get 5,000 milligrams of vitamin D in your body.
5,000 international units of vitamin D, the most reported and effective supplement by the CDC, the World Health Organization, and there was a big splash of multiple research outcomes in reference to vitamin D, and one of the scientists said that we could get everybody in the United States to get their vitamin D level up to at least 40, that we could eradicate this virus in 2 weeks because it wouldn't have any viable hosts. So vitamin D is a great supplement. Also zinc, omega-3 fish oil, probiotics, all of those things that are available at the LipoDrops website. You can get that information. But Rickey, you had a caller to ask about the death rates and how accurate they were. The death rates are a lagging indicator of the virus progression. The deaths, when they're reported, the deaths typically don't occur on that day, and they often occur days or potentially weeks earlier. But one thing about it, if a person dies, it's very easy to confirm that that they are dead, and 2, that they died from the coronavirus. But they do take time to try to confirm that the coronavirus death is actually due to the coronavirus. So that is probably the most accurate number. All the other numbers that you hear about case numbers and the case rates are pretty, based on testing, and those are probably undercounted tremendously. And we did have a physician, an African-American physician, Dr. John Marshall of Americus, Georgia. He died from the coronavirus. He had been on a ventilator for 111 days. 111 days. So, we want to, send prayers out to his family. He was a good friend friend and also a patient, and but just a warrior in America as far as social justice was concerned. Had a newspaper there and everything, but 111 days on a ventilator for him. And so that just shows how bad these outcomes can be.
Right. Dr. Collier, let everybody know how you can be reached.
You can reach me on all social media at AskASK Dr. MJ. And remember, these are the opinions of Dr. MJ Collier, not those of the Rickey Smiley Morning Show or its radio affiliates. Ask ASK Dr. MJ and go to lipodrops.com to find out about supplements that will boost your immune system.
There it is, y'all. The one and only Dr. MJ Collier. We really appreciate that.